In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a expense claim on the phone app for FreeAgent and upload it so that the expense claim's logged on FreeAgent. I'm on Sarah's Marketing Magic, which is our demo account with demo information on it. I'm just going to start off by pressing the plus. Then I'm going to press expense at the top, and that takes me into setting up my expense claim. I'm going to go in and pick a claimant. It says me, but what you could do is if you wanted to do an expense claim on behalf of someone else in the business, you can go and pick one and do one for somebody else. If you've got the right user permissions. So the claimant is Sally Richardson, so that's fine. For expense type, it's a payment. It could be a refund, you could be taking something back, but in this case it is a payment. The categories is basically the cost category. So I'm going to click on this one, and what I'm actually claiming for is milk for staff coffees and teas. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to pick sundries. Again, if this is reviewed by a bookkeeper or an accountant, they'll probably mess about with that and change the category if it's not right. So you shouldn't be too worried about the category that you put it under. I'm then going to do the date, and the important thing about the date is I'm going to do the date that's on the receipt, not the date you're putting in the expense claim, but the date that's on the receipt. So this receipt is actually for the 14th of August. So I've just clicked on the 14th and I'm going to say OK. So we see it's the 14th. And then for the currency, it is in pounds. So for the total amount, I'm just going to click on that one. I'm going to delete what it says, and I'm just going to put in £1.45. It's assumed that it has VAT on it, but milk doesn't. So I'm just going to go into the VAT rate and I'm going to put 0. If you're not VAT registered, that doesn't matter. But if you are, you need to make sure the VAT rate is correct. And then for the description, I'm going to put that it's from Morrison's and that it's milk. I would always suggest you put where you got something from and what it is. It then has some other stuff where you can link it to a project, or you can set it up as a recurring expense, but I don't need to do that, so I'm not going to. Most people won't need to use that section. And I'm going to go back up to the top, and I'm going to say I want to choose an attachment. I'm going to say I want to pick the camera because I'm going to take a picture of the receipt now. So there's my receipt. I'm not going to zoom in. I'm going to make sure the whole receipt is showing in the picture, including the bottom where the date is, and then I'm just going to take a picture. When I do that, it's going to ask me if I'm happy. So I'm going to sort of initially go, right, it looks in focus. It looks like everything's okay. If I wasn't happy, I could click retry and take another picture. I'm going to say it's okay. At this point, you can actually then just draw lines around it and crop it. You don't have to. It's a bit fiddly, but I've done that, and I'm going to say done. So then it just crops it into a nice picture for me. And then, very important, final thing you need to do is you have to select attach, or it's not actually going to put it on your expense. Then straight away I can see there it is, it's all attached. I can see the picture. And just do a quick scan through and make sure I'm happy that everything else is all okay, I haven't done anything wrong. And then I'm just going to click save. As soon as I click save, that creates it as an expense in the system. Once it's finished wearing. So it takes you back to the home screen. So if I had more expenses to do at this point, I could just start the process again, put on another expense. If at any point you're not sure if you've already claimed an expense, if I go up to the 3 bars on the left and then I click on expenses, it will actually show me a list of all of the expenses. So I can see the one I've just done, I can see all the ones I've done before. So if you're not sure if you've claimed for an expense before or not, you can always go and check to make sure that you don't claim for it twice. That's it. It's all on. It's all ready to go. On the actual desktop version, it will keep a balance of how much you're owed in your expenses, so that you can start paying yourselves back. But it's probably best to have a look at that on the PC version. I hope that helps.